Hi, welcome back for some more math practice. Today we're comparing the plane shapes, which are your two-dimensional flat shapes, and your solid ones, which are three-dimensional. In this top section, we're going to look specifically at the, sorry, I'm trying to find my paper, the solid shapes. Okay, so I brought a couple with me, a few they're at school, didn't think about grabbing them last time I was there. Wasn't looking ahead, I guess, far enough, but I found a few items around the house. A few things are harder to find, but let's start with the easier ones. So we have a cube, right? A cube. And we need to figure out where it goes. Does it have faces? Well, faces are the flat sides, right? So a cube actually has 6 faces. Does it have any curved surfaces? No, they're all straight and flat. So we would draw a cube on this side. Oh, I'm making a rectangle, sorry. Right, so you would draw your cube here. If it's easier, just write the word cube. All right. We could, and I know you guys like to draw, and I sometimes like you want to spend all your time drawing, and that's okay, but you don't want to spend an hour drawing your shapes. Just do the best you can. All right, so a cube would go here, right? It only has faces. It doesn't have curved surfaces. Well, what about this shape? What shape is this? I brought 2 of them. Whoops, that one's tall, right? 2 of them, 2 different sizes. It's the same shape, right? What do we call this? We call this a cylinder, okay? Does a cylinder have faces? Well, it does. It has 2, right, circular faces, 2 flat faces, all right? So, and does it have any curved surfaces? It does. It has 1 curved surface. The rounded side, that's a curved surface. So a cylinder, we would actually draw in this part, okay? So you're going to, right, curve, do a little oval there at the top, and you can write the word cylinder. A cylinder has faces and a curved surface. Can you think of another solid figure that has a flat face and it has 1 curved surface? Now, a cylinder has 2 flat faces. This shape that I'm thinking about only has 1, and I could not find a good example of this around my house. But you know, if I had ice cream cones, that would have worked, right? Right? A cone is another one. So we'll draw it and then do a curved bottom here. Right? A cone would be another solid figure that has both flat faces and a round curved surface. Okay. What about this? What about a ball? I found a golf ball. What kind of shape do we call this? It's a sphere, right? A sphere. Does this sphere have any flat faces? Normally, no. That one's a golf ball. We won't get into technicalities. But if it was just a ball, right, just a sphere, it would go here. So you can, right, and then you can label it. If we had time, we could do shading on it, right, so that it looked more three-dimensional. All right, well, let's think of, I can think of a couple more shapes. I found one. Another example, I have this shape, right? This is a, what? Do you remember? Rectangular prism, right? One of those, a big word, right? But or keep, you know, we can do this. Like we're doing rectangle, and then ular. Prism is Prism. Then we need to draw a picture. Here. right, something kind of like that. All right, so we have a rectangular prism. And another one that I couldn't find, I found a triangular prism. I was rating the kids' blocks. I couldn't find the big set. This is a triangular prism, but that wasn't one of our words. We need a rectangular pyramid. Well, where would a pyramid go? A cone is here, but a pyramid actually has faces. It has flat sides. So an easier way to draw a pyramid is to actually draw this angle. You can actually see the edge. Right, and this is I'm just going to write pyramid, but technically it is a rectangular pyramid. All right, that has to do with the bottom. If the bottom was a triangle, it would be a triangular pyramid. So it depends on the shape of the face at the bottom, what type of pyramid it is. All right, so hopefully this kind of clarified. Really, the whole point of this Venn diagram is for you to see that cylinders and cones have faces and curved surfaces. So they do have some things in common with the sphere and with the other solid figures that have faces and edges. So just some things just to help you understand those shapes a little better. I hope that clears up. Some of you weren't sure what to do there. Let's go down to the bottom. We're actually going to do some labeling here and comparing. Above here, we have just a square. And they want us to label the parts of the square and that the arrow is pointing to. And number 1, right, it's pointing to the side. The face, and the vertex. Right? Whereas when we come down to the cube, what does that look like? We have face. Here is an edge. We don't call that a side anymore. We call it an edge. And the corners are still called a vertex, or vertices for plural. We'll go ahead and we'll do the same over here. We have a triangle. Okay, again, the arrow points to the vertex. All right, this is pointing to the face. The face is always the flat sides. And these are called the sides when it's a planar shape. When we go down to a solid figure, right, this is a cone. The point is still called a vertex. Here we no longer have a flat face. Instead, right, it's a cone, so this is a curved surface. So just making sure that you're kind of matching this new vocabulary, being able to label the pictures, kind of putting it all together as you continue to learn about geometric shapes, what they're called and their properties. The last one here is, what do we call this part on the bottom? What would we call that? We call that the face. The flat side is always the face. So I hope that helped. I'm going to go ahead and I will stop the video here. I'd like you to do work text page 282 on your own and then watch the video and check your answers and see how you do. So hopefully a lot of these shapes you're already familiar with, and just learning some more of their characteristics, their properties as being helpful and not too hard. So look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day. Bye.